this page, like all others, dictates its own spatial parameters. In a way, it is not for us to decide where the borders are. Setting margins is as much a preventative measure as it is an aesthetic direction. Space is always suggesting its binary nature, its binding and absence. It is both that which occupies our homes and that which surrounds those same living quarters. We pay dearly for space, but can never seem to own it flat out. Water, as much as our own bodies, has a way of replacing space. When we enter water with hands outstretched, and inevitably our heads, a sudden deferment of our priorities occurs. Under the water, an exhale is encapsulated. We can watch as it travels towards the surface of the water, and as soon as it breaks the membrane, it turns invisible. Yet in this scenario, we can still see the bubbles. The inflation of our lungs suggests that our bodies are a subtle membrane upon which this dualistic property of intangibility may be experienced. Breathwork is an ancient training and the linchpin upon which most other systems rest. An astronaut, as much as any good fakir, must be initiated through the internal understanding of space to be able to perform in outer space. The same training for emptying the head of all thought is employed through the close observation of how space is filled and emptied and filled. We stare at a candle and the candle turns into the sun, where it is the closest we may ever get to that sort of heat. The sun stirs our daydreams unlike any other beacon. We are continually negotiating our relationship with this galactic anchor. Like gravity itself, how could we not take our sun for granted? We know the sun's embrace only through analogous forms. Every day each of us makes the mental leap and believes that it is in fact that impossible blinding star that is providing the heat that warms our skin, alters our mood. The sun is an infinite image of belief, replicated throughout in various scales and caprices, from the core of our planet to an ember in a dwindling fire. The sun may appear closer or farther in our lives, depending, but never do we doubt its existence. This unremorseful infinitude has a way of igniting houses of imagination, and if one does not cool down in time, they could suffer the madness of a sunburn. Maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves. If you take two people and consider their shadows, an idea emerges that shadows are closer to the realm of symbols than actual material. When we materialize shadows, we get something closer to these asides. In hell there can be no Satan with a suntan, for the molten fires come from below, burning the soles of the feet. The oldest feet in hell are surely deep fried.